Everybody sad to see him go from Milan's point of view. Fernando Torres watching in the stand. For Milan today, no Mexes or De Chilio, both suspended for the opener. Montilivio still out injured. Diego Lopez, Alex and Menes from Paris Saint-Germain, the debutants. And as good as new, they hope, Steven El Shaarawy fit again after missing most of last season. And as for Lazio, Dusan Basta has arrived from Udinese. He makes his Lazio debut today. A Serie A debut for the Dutchman Stefan de Vrij, signed from Feyenoord, an outstanding World Cup behind him. Marco Parolo joining Lazio from Parma. Candreva, super. So Tagliavento gets us underway. In what Milan will hope will be some kind of new beginning. Extraordinary, really, to compare and contrast. The year has gone by. I know we're not supposed to do that kind of thing anymore, but so many empty seats for this early evening kickoff to the new campaign in Milan. A bit stretched here. And had the cross been better, there were all kinds of options, with Klose closing in fast for Lazio. Well, we didn't think they were going to be the quickest at the back with this veteran lineup, but teams. Zapata. Nicely helped on by Benera. They all stopped and waited for that flag to go up, which it did, but El Shaarawy's looking as sharp as they would hope him to be early on here. It's so little last season. Not much in that, actually.
There wasn't much in that at all. I think it was time of, getting used to each other, so it's important that they are very vocal with each other.
Radu's cross, it hung in the air for quite some time, is carefully watched by Zapata. Shaarawy again looking to show his pace, which he does do. They've got to close this off quickly, and they haven't done. Here comes Honda! That's how to start the season! Milan go in front in 6.5 minutes. Keisuke Honda!
What a fantastic counter-attack. El Shaarawy, you see what his pace is all about. He's left the Vrij standing. Honda's been able to maintain that and keep up with him, and a fantastic ball and quite a simple finish, but what a start for AC Milan, and what a counter-attack as well.
Surprise, surprise, with the Italian national boss watching on, and he's picked El Shaarawy for his squad today. That was announced overnight, showing what he can do there, El Shaarawy, to set up Honda, who only got one in the whole of last season.
Well, what a fantastic start for him, but like I say, El Shaarawy, what a bit of pace from him. He's left the right, there's nothing he can do, maybe bring him down, but he's looking at an early red card there. And Honda's managed to keep up pace and put it into the back of the net, even after the best attempts from Berisha.
Poli. Honda outmanned. There was a little space in behind, but again Alex saw the danger, which might continue here. Went past Zapata, and in the end fell beautifully for Lopez, with much trouble so far. A little short, a little bit of variety. Well hit, but everything behind it from Diego Lopez.
Like normally, like you would expect, then, maybe the referee may give a foul, but I think he's, at times, El Shaarawy has been going against Candreva, and Honda has even been going against Keita. So they've got the defensive side sorted as well.
Sano Lulic launches it. He was looking for the great closer. And I'm not saying Fernando Torres is a make-weight by any means, but the game has moved on. Candreva. No problem at all for Lopez, and indeed it wasn't really a problem for the left-back Benera then.
On the ball, it's near enough standing still. They've not got that space to run into because AC Milan are able to get set up very quickly, and because Lazio being so deep.
Little set move coming up. No, Montari. And that will not trouble the debutant in goal. The visitors. And Billy has shown his frustration there, perhaps. That's where it ends in the first half. And so far, so good for Pippo Inzaghi. His opening 45 in Serie A as a Milan boss. And they've all been at it for him. The goal by Honda divides the sides. And a bright beginning to the new season, at least. Not talking longer term just yet, but Milan lead against Lazio 1-0, and good value for it. Lazio to get us underway in the second half, but in truth, yet to really start their season. Judged on that first 45 minutes. Not it in. Costa found a pass, but was run off it by De Jong so well. Onda. Still bits and pieces here for Milan. Always rising, and actually Polly made rather a mess of that. He had time to line it up and get his knee over it, but it was always rising.
Again from De Jong, you know, Polly's obviously hit a shot, you know, it plays. The midfield has to be won first to then earn the right to then get the wide players into play, and that's what AC Milan have done brilliantly, all the way through the spine of the team.
Closer, got turned here, Candreva went again. I think he almost had a mind to leave it.
Times, you know, because the full-backs of Milan are getting back quickly, De Jong's there, they're still outnumbering the Lazio players who are coming forward. Look here, you know, it's 4v2. You know what they need to try and change it. The ball there quick, they get back, everybody behind the ball. It's difficult for Lazio to break through them.
More like it from Sana that time, right onto the chest of Candreva. This is where he does his best work normally. Looking for closer. Confidently done by the great man. Radu. Lazio's move breaks down. Maybe not quick enough, but it fell to be hit from distance. Some distance. I think it was De Vrij who came onto it.
It's definitely better from Lazio what they're doing. They're getting players further up the pitch. You know, you seem to...
On by Honda. Montari breaking hard, driving at the box. Here goes Abate. Brilliant ball, Montari! Nobody picked him up, and how they paid for that.
Well, what have we been saying? AC Milan just a few minutes ago, we've been saying the midfield runners from AC Milan, they are getting forward. Lazio have not been doing that. The full-backs, Abate, what a fantastic ball, but it's the midfield runners again.
Happy birthday. The party fell rather flat. Maybe they'll have it tonight instead.
See what they've done, AC Milan again. They've broken numbers, but they've broken pace. There's been a meaningful side of it. You know, Lazio have been lethargic going forward. Montari's done it on a few occasions. Fantastic ball in from Abate, and what a finish from Montari.
And the two centre-backs, Sana and De Vrij, look at each other and say, he was your man. That's where you should have been. Well, neither of them got there, done it.
Well, the problem is when you have players like Montari who come from deep and they come late on from midfield, sometimes neither centre-back can pick him up because he's making a late run.
Parola was never going to track him, was he?
And that's been the problem all game.
And here he is. Let's go immediately. Well, he had a swing at it. Missed most of the ball, actually, didn't he? Honda came short for him and spun it round nicely. It's reached Menez now. Penalty. Well, he's thrown himself once or twice today. Lazio didn't agree with the earlier decisions against.
Absolutely outstanding. You see him trying to play a one to here. Menez, you know, gets on the wrong side of De Vrij. Yes.
Not a lot there, Danny,
no,
is there?
There isn't. He's gone down very, very easily. And if I was De Vrij there, I'd be very disappointed the penalty was given against me.
Little arm on the shoulder, perhaps. It was a bit panicky by De Vrij. The referee was guided about the outcome of the points. 3-0, 3 points will be Milan, surely. What was that about them being slow starters?
Oh no, they've definitely taken the game to Lazio, and they fully deserve to be 3-0 up as well, but it was a fast counter-attack. Fantastic penalty right in the corner from Menez. You know, and he looked very confident going up to take it, and why shouldn't he be? You know, he's had a great performance along with most of the AC Milan players. But once again, that's what they've earned the right to dictate the play. They've sat back, and then when they've countered, they've gone very, very fast. And Abate, as he has been.
Outswinger from Candreva. Again, they really struggle to make much headway here. Djordjevic's effort screwed across the face of goal. That's as good as it got, really. Bits and pieces they're scrapping for here. And they can't steer it on the target when, for once, the clearance won, and well won back by Djordjevic. But they need to break much faster here, Lazio. Anderson aimed at Djordjevic, got something on it. It's a bit swifter here. Candreva, nice looking ball. Djordjevic, yes! Big deflection on it. Will he even claim it? I doubt it. But what is for certain is that Lazio have got on the score sheet for the first time in the new season, and maybe it's not all over yet just here.
It makes for an interesting game now. You know, Djordjevic he's made a difference since he's come on, and you know the keeper's just he's not expecting that, and I think he's taken a bit of a deflection. But
Alex, yes.
But what's happened is, you know, earlier on in the move, De Jong has lost the ball, and where he's been always at the heart of the defence, helping the two centre-backs out, this time he's not there, and you see the problems that it causes.
We sometimes debate these, whether they're own goals or strikers' goals. That has to be an own goal. Candreva. Sitting deeper and deeper here, Milan. Changed his mind, Diego Lopez. Abate turned and said, I thought you were coming for that.
Very fortunate there, Lopez. He's coming, he's found himself in no man's land whatsoever, and if the connection was better...
Might yet be a fascinating last 20. On the hour mark, he looked all over. Alex with more to do. Struggling a little bit, it would appear. Feels like it's more in their favour. Here they come again, Candreva. Djordjevic's day's work is not yet done for Zapata and Alex.
No, it's not. The two of them, you know, during the game, it's been too easy.
Headed into the ground and over the top of the crossbar. De Vrij was attacking it hard.
You can see they're looking to be a threat now from set pieces. I think you see from Mari as well coming on. He's a big figure in midfield. So
last change coming. Here comes Candreva first for Lazio. Well hooked back in by Felipe Anderson. Djordjevic not quite first. Mari! Wrong side of the upright. Not by much though.
It's a fantastic opportunity. It's fallen nicely for him, but he's not been able to hit the target. He should be doing better from there. He's just... what is he, maybe 16, 17 yards out at most, and he has to be hitting the target there, and it probably would end up in the back of the net.
I don't think he's going to get anything at all here. He looked for a corner.
To his chest because he is that physical presence and get the plays running off him on a counter.
And here he goes, Danny. First touch by Niang, almost set himself up. Let's go, and Mauricio got down comfortably enough.
And here's the chance again. You maybe could say he's come a little bit too early for him, but he's just completely lost his footing. But he's managed to get a shot in, but he was never really going to trouble Berisha in the goal. But from AC Milan, you know, if Lazio can get another goal in these next couple of minutes, the San Siro won't be a great place to be, because you'll feel the frustration with the fans and the anxiety.
Same out-swinging corner. Niang clear. Armero. Did well. El Shaarawy. Niang made tracks. Here goes Niang. Might not be finished with. Armero couldn't steady himself. Maybe that's the player West Ham were watching last season.
What's going to happen? This is always going to be the chance when Lazio are going forward. You know, AC Milan can break in numbers, and they've got the pace, and Lazio won't be set at the plan. We'll get the opportunities to break quickly.
Radu now. What's all that? Here goes Radu. Set up to be hit for Basta. Took too long over it. It's a corner.
From this set piece as well, because they've had a couple of opportunities now.
Mari! Great block by Alex. Brilliant by Mari, second time. Candreva! Shot saved by Diego Lopez. But that's what he's there to do, keep it out on his near post.
Yeah,
he did it.
He did do it, you know, it was a foul, but initially when he fell over, first of all, great play here from Mari, and, you know, Lopez, he proved what he can do when he was at Real Madrid, and, you know, he's made a great save there, because that was going into the back of the net. It's definitely changed. It's been exciting. Very, very exciting, and not what you usually see, especially first game of the season.
Here's Mari. El Shaarawy did brilliantly to arrive and crowd him out of it. He stops the game at least. Mari gets on with it. Djordjevic over the shoulder.
Very, very difficult one. You see that the free kick been given, and then he just switched off for that second. I think it's Djordjevic.
I'm not sure he wasn't offside, actually.
Yeah, he's quick thinking. You know, it's a very, very difficult skill there to get that on target.
Sorry, Danny, but out to Basta. Candreva. Excellent little run by Felipe Anderson. He looks a player of real promise, the young Brazilian. Hit over the top of the bar. Villiers arriving at speed. Candreva. Basta onto his left foot. Steady nerves, Michael Essien did it. Helped it clear to Nero, who just does the simple thing. That's all they need now, Milan. Here goes El Shaarawy. Has he got glory in mind? Trying to run the clock down at the least, but he might have again done better to head for the corner, Danny.
Yeah, definitely, but you can see what he's trying to do, and he's nearly got away with it. He's seen the glory and he thought he's going to go for it. And but like you say, you know, in them situations, just head for the corner. You know, there's no need to try and be a hero there.
Djordjevic. That wasn't very tidy. Candreva got on it. Goes over, it's a penalty. There's, 2 minutes left on the clock here. The game that would not die. I don't think anybody's going to be leaving or switching off.
No, there's no argument, that's a penalty, there's no doubt about it, but Nian...
Seconds later, it's in the box. Candreva won the penalty against Diego Lopez, who makes himself a first-day hero by saving it. And with that, I think we can nail down the fact Milan are now going to win. There's a relief all around.
Yeah, it's a fantastic save from him, and then who's followed it up again? Alex, to make sure the rebound can't go into the...
By Inzaghi today. A happy ending for people. Danny Higginbotham, thank you very much for your company. What an enjoyable beginning to the new campaign in Serie A. Maybe not the start of a great new era. He's working with what he's got, Inzaghi, but he's getting the best out of them, and that's the best of all possible starts. It was a thriller. Milan 3, Lazio 1.